Who in x27? S next in line to the throne, where is baby Archie in the royal succession and when W? News Corp is a network of leading companies in the worlds of diversified media, news, education, and information services. Queen Elizabeth II is the longest reigning British monarch. Queen Elizabeth is the longest reigning monarch in the history of Great Britain to have served the country for an incredible 65 years. But with Prince Charles next in line to the throne, who will reign after him, and where does the new royal baby Archie and the rest of the royal family appear on the family tree? The throne will pass on to if he abdicates, retires, or dies. According to reports, abdication could be a real possibility. Her Majesty, she will ask for a piece of legislation to grant her eldest son full power to reign while she is alive. Royal commentator Robert Jobson told that he has spoken to a number of high-ranking courtiers who say preparations for the transition of the crown are gaining pace. And at the 2018 Commonwealth Heads of Government meeting, of the group of countries next in line after Charles is, they, and then his children, and who was third in line to the throne in 2013 is now sixth in line. Born is 7th place in the queue for the throne, bumping the down to 8th place. This moves and down to 9th and 10th respectively. But who was dropped from the top 10? Prince Edward, Earl of Wessex, lost his top 10 seat. The rules of succession have changed significantly in recent years. Leaders of 16 British Commonwealth countries including Australia, Canada, New Zealand, and Jamaica voted in 2011 to alter the centuries-old tradition to include daughters as well as sons. Previously, daughters could only inherit the throne if there were no living sons. This system, which dated back 300 years, is based on the rules of primogeniture, which gives preference to the firstborn male heirs of a king or queen. As William and Kate and x27's daughter is ahead of her younger brother. Previously, if the third child was male, he would leave the princess in the line of succession. This new rule only takes into account children born after 2011, meaning Prince Edward and x27's youngest child, James, born in 2007, is ahead of his older sister, Louise, born in 2003. Commonwealth leaders also decided in 2011 to remove the rule that no heir could assume the throne if he or she married a Roman Catholic. Then Prime Minister said at the time the idea that a younger son should become monarch instead of an elder daughter, simply because he is a man, just isn't acceptable anymore. Nor does it make any sense that a potential monarch can marry someone of any faith other than Catholic. The thinking behind these rules is wrong. The Roman Catholic rule can be traced to the 16th century reign of the king broke with the Roman Catholic Church to divorce his wife, Queen Catherine, and marry. The changes, under the, came into force in March 2015 but apply to people born after October 28, 2011. Reported that, because one of the duties of the British monarch is to head the Church of England, no Roman Catholic can hold the crown. The basis for the succession was determined in the 17th century. When James II fled the country in 1688, Parliament held that he had abdicated the government and that the throne was vacant. The throne was then offered, not to James and x27's young son, but to his daughter Mary and her husband William of Orange, as joint rulers, following the Glorious Revolution. At 70 years old, is the longest-serving heir in UK history, having been first in line from the age of 3 and would become the oldest ever British monarch to take the throne. Some royalists have argued that Prince Charles should step aside to allow Prince William to become king, because he enjoys better approval with the public, based on a 2016 poll. Prince Charles has faced controversy over his divorce from and his affair during their marriage with now-wife. He has also been by stating his opinion on issues like the environment and farming, alternative medicine, and architecture in private letters to government ministers. In 1936, the Queen and x27's uncle famously abdicated after less than a year on the throne so he could marry divorcee. But they would do it for the greater good. The 34-year-old said, "Is there anyone of the royal family who wants to be king or queen? I don't think so, but we will carry out our duties at the right time." He told Newsweek magazine, "We are involved in modernizing the British monarchy. We are not doing this for ourselves, but for the greater good of the people." And he insisted we're still vital, adding, "We don't want to dilute the magic. The British public and the whole world need institutions like it." The Ahas stepped back from a public role after 65 years of royal duties. At Captain General's parade in August 2017, when he saluted the Royal Marines at Buckingham Palace. Due to English common laws, he cannot become king. The wife of a king is known as a queen consort, and takes the title of queen, although she doesn't rule as the monarch. But if a female royal marries a man with a title below her own, as in the case of Queen Elizabeth and Prince Philip, she will retain the title, while her husband will not be entitled to it. He is known as Prince Consort. Our journalists strive for accuracy, but on occasion we make mistakes. For further details,
raindrop, drop top smoking, no cooking the hot pot. Fucking on your bitch, yeah, that. Looking up, open the park pot.